News of the day. Tuesday, June 4th, marked the beginning of Mission 20 for the Midwest Honor Flight. The whirlwind trip would be filled with much excitement and anticipation for the veterans, the one final tour of honor. KTIV's RG Breen takes us to the beginning of that trip in Sioux Falls.
Veterans from Iowa, Nebraska, and South Dakota arrived in Sioux Falls on Tuesday to prepare for a jam-packed day in Washington, D.C. They arrived with their guardians for the banquet, picking up their gear for the day, as well as take pictures. In total, 84 veterans went on the flight. 2 served in World War II, 3 from the Korean War, and 79 served in Vietnam. But with each year, there is always something different.
And every veteran takes the story a little bit, or their experience a little bit differently, and has a different story to share. But what we found is the healing and closure and the respect that they're given throughout the day. It really warms our board's heart, it warms our sponsor's heart, and it allows us to continue fulfilling these missions each time we do one.
Fast forward just 8 hours later, and Mission 20 was headed to the airport for the trip. Each all looking forward to something different.
Well, I would like to see all the different walls that people have talked about. I knew one other person that's been on this flight. And sounds to be very interesting.
I think probably all of the monuments, but especially Vietnam Memorial, because I have not seen that yet, and that's the area that I served in, and I have a number of names that I want to look up, and hopefully I don't find them.
The group would depart Sioux Falls at 5:30 a.m. and take to the Wild Blue Yonder for D.C. After catching some sleep, we arrived to D.C. to unload and get the trip started. Surprises would appear at many turns throughout the trip. The first, right at the John F. Kennedy International Airport. A lightning-quick day would be ahead of the veterans, and it was already off to a good start. In Washington, D.C., RJ Breen, KTIV News 4.
And be sure to look for more coverage of Mission 20's Midwest Honor Flight in the days to come. In Part 2, you will get to see many of the different memorials and the story of a reunion between Siouxland Vietnam veterans.